Okay, I believe I'm live. So, grab my glasses because I'll need those. A very warm welcome to you, my lovely, on this here in the UK. Autumn, blue sky, beautiful gold leaves as they're starting to fall. And sunshine as well, a little bit chilly, but it's really, really lovely. So, I want to just teach you or share with you some little tips today on protecting your dream against negative input. Whether that's a dream that you have that you don't really intend to ever make it a reality, or whether it's something that you've just started working towards, or you've just started planning, or whether it's been something that you've been moving towards for quite some time. It doesn't matter what it is, how long you've had it, how big it is, how scary it is, how amazing it is. You have to protect it. And obviously reality checking it, and if you really want to achieve it, then you have to do a reality check and make sure that you know what is required to help you get to where you are. So say you're here now and this is where you want to be, everything in between that, whether you need support, whether you need to bring somebody else in to do things that you don't want to do, whether you need to train, retrain, whether you need to take time out, whatever it is that you're working on, there is the need to make a real list, almost mentally or written down. I always prefer written down because my brain just empties stuff out. Just make a list of what's important about this dream that you've got, and look at ways in which you can protect it. So if you have got your self-worth, your self-belief, your confidence, your enthusiasm and your motivation high, that will really help you to not only get started on the planning and taking your first steps, but also to keep you going. Some things can become a reality quite quickly, but other things take quite some time, sometimes years, and you need to keep your self-worth and your self-belief, your self-esteem protected, and your enthusiasm and motivation high in order to keep going all the way to the end. Negative input, as I mentioned in the title of this training, can come from different places, but quite often it will be other people. So what other people say, whether it's people that you trust, or whether it's people that you admire or respect, or they're a little bit of an authority figure for you, maybe you, or even just friends, maybe you will take on board what they say to you and allow it to affect you on a deeper level. So even if you're here and you're thinking, okay, this is what I want to do, this is how I'm going to do it, okay, I've got my big girl pants on and I'm ready to go, then when somebody says something to you, maybe they doubt your ability to do it, your consistency, maybe they bring up things you failed at in the past. And even it can be warnings that are potentially helpful. They don't know all of the information, they're not you, but maybe they're trying to give you a reality check of their own, but they don't realise the impact on your subconscious of what they're saying. So For example, if somebody says to you, oh, well, that's not going to work, or if you're in business and you're thinking of doing something new, well, you know, nobody's going to pay that much money, there's a recession, and, you know, people have been furloughed, that kind of thing, it can tap into your negative self-beliefs of I'm not good enough, or somebody else is better than me, or I won't be able to do it. Maybe it will tap into anxieties and fears that you've got around completing this, living it even. You can't stop people when you're already having a conversation with somebody. You can't make them unsay it, because once it's gone into your brain, you know what us ladies are like. You know, it's like somebody says something and it kind of drills a hole in our brain, doesn't it? And stays there for however long. So what is potentially a really good thing to do, if you are having conversations about your plan, your dream, think about who you're having those conversations with. Is it somebody who doesn't get you, doesn't understand what it is that's important to you, or what makes you tick, why you're wanting to do what you want to do? If they don't understand and support you, it can be you're saying something thinking they understand, but actually they don't. So they've got a completely different perception, and they will possibly bring in things from the past that are not relevant, but they don't know they're no longer relevant. And it can really skew your perspective on what you're going to do. Excuse me, again. Choose wisely the people that you speak to, the people that you share your dreams with. Sorry. And if you believe that somebody is a person that you can share things with, and they kind of put a little bit of a spanner in the works for you, just make sure to thank them for their input, but try not to take it on board and change the subject, because you don't need that. And remind yourself not to talk to them in detail about things again. Choose only people, obviously, if you've got a coach or a mentor, or maybe you're in a mastermind group where you can share what you're hoping to achieve. It doesn't matter whether it's life or business or relationships, so long as you have got the ability to share it with somebody. If you need to do that, make sure it's somebody who will support you and who will encourage you. When you tap into your higher self, I've been talking about this quite a lot recently, but when you tap into your higher self, it's almost like you're transcending all of your negative self-beliefs. So deep down, your higher self knows exactly what's good for you, what's right, what's the right thing to do. And so if you're kind of in here all thinking about, maybe this person is right, maybe I shouldn't be in this relationship, maybe I shouldn't be charging this much, maybe I shouldn't do this, oh, what if this, what if that? When that's all kind of these negative beliefs, your fears, your anxieties, mindsets, perceptions, and it can really knock you off course. So tapping into your higher self, you're much more likely to access what's true and what feels right for you. So take some time to do that. Try doing a manifestation meditation where you step into achievement of your dream as it's a reality, and check that it feels really right for you. If you love the idea but it's not feeling right, check in with yourself to find out what tweaks need to happen in order for you to feel really super comfortable. It may be difficult, it may be challenging, but if it's right, you will know it. It can be wrong and easy, it can be right and difficult, but so long as it feels right and it makes sense, and if you want it to be achievable, it has to be achievable, even if it takes a long while or lots of steps. So protecting yourself against this negative input is making sure that your dream is possible and you're being realistic about it. Choosing who you share it with and protecting your self-worth, your self-belief against what other people may say. It could even be somebody is not necessarily saying something to you directly about your actual situation and giving you direct feedback. It could be you're in a Facebook group and somebody is sharing something that you almost feel like they've directed it at you. And again, that's something that can really knock you off course. So I'm going to pull a card like I have done for the last couple of weeks. And I'm using the Louise Hay Heart Thoughts cards. And I'm going to give them a good shuffle. Because for the last 2 weeks, one of the cards has come up again and again. So, and these are big cards, and that takes, I don't know, these lovely ladies who do readings, I don't know how they cope. There must be a knack to it, mustn't there? If there is, if you know what it is, like drop me a comment below and I'll try it, because it's like I've got 14 thumbs. Right, okay. So what I'm hoping for, and my intention, is for a card that I pull out or jumps out, will just give us a little affirmation or a little nudge in the right direction. So I'm spreading these all out. I definitely need bigger hands. Okay, so, and I'm just going to okay, so let's have a look what that is. So I know you'll be seeing this backwards, I think. Or maybe you won't. I am the next step to my healing. And on the back, reflecting. I listen to my body's messages and see myself as whole and healed. I am taking responsibility. I am aware there is something I can do to change. Okay, so that's quite interesting, and I wouldn't necessarily immediately connect it with what we're talking about today, but taking responsibility and feeling healed, that comes down to obviously like past experiences and the negative self-beliefs and all of that really unhelpful stuff, and how when we are not in the best place possible, when we're not in our higher selves, that is when we are really vulnerable to external input that can damage our thoughts, our beliefs, our perception, how we feel about things. So I'll just read that again, and maybe, my lovely, maybe you need to hear this today. So on the front, I am on the next step to my healing, and then I listen to my body's messages and see myself as whole and healed. I am taking responsibility. I am aware there is something I can do to change. So you will know, if this message is for you, you will know exactly what it is that you need to do to change. So as with previous weeks, I will take a photo of the card front and back, and I'll drop that in the comments below. If you are interested in finding out how to apply to work with me one-to-one, or you're interested in my 12-week happiness transformation program, or something else that I'm kind of thinking about throwing into the mix for you, then drop a comment below or message me, and I'll send you all the information, and we can have a chat about it if you like. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, a wonderful rest of the week, and don't forget to protect your dreams and nurture them, treasure them, and kind of treat them like gold, really. So I look forward to seeing you very soon, and take good care of yourself, my lovely. Bye.